Check, check. Cash, cash. Credit, credit. Hit me. Yeah. It's the Capital City Podcast. I'm your host, Capital J, alongside my main man,
DL Glass.
And before we get into this thing, I got a nickname for my man, DL. I call him Polo D. Why? Why you call him Polo D, Cap? Because, DL, are those Bugle Boy jeans you wearing?
Hell no, but you know they polo.
And right on. This man always rocks the polo. Even when we just chilling, polo. Cutting the grass, polo. Going out to eat, polo. Putting the kids to sleep, polo. So today, this afternoon, this morning, whenever you're listening, we are talking about how hip-hop has been the brand ambassador for so many labels and brands and different things for free.
For free.
And every now and then, those brands will reach back and say, hey, you did a lot for us, and we'll break bread. A lot of times it's just free pub.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the history of free publicity through hip-hop. And going back, the first time the first big deal, free publicity, came probably from Run DMC, My Adidas.
God knows.
But Run DMC dropped the song, and Adidas recognized and gave them a shoe deal.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time period, it was pretty popular to talk about sneakers. The same way that everybody name drops car brands and liquor brands. Back in the day, people were name dropping sneaker brands.
Right.
And even though Run DMC dropped My Adidas, Steady B was talking about his Filas, MC Shan was talking about his Pumas, Stetsasonic, I think they had the Troops.
Yep.
Who was it wore the British Knights? Somebody had British Knights.
I can't remember.
Was it Kumo D? LL used to wear Troops too.
Yeah. Of course it was somebody in New York.
But everybody knew about Adidas and Nike. But without that cosign from those artists, Troop would not have had a successful run.
Right.
Nor would British Knights.
Yes.
Wouldn't have been a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Clark's.
Right.
By, if you know anything about Clark's shoes, they're comfortable. Not necessarily,
Fashionable.
But they did in New York.
Yes.
It was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they talked about it.
No navy blue joints.
My Clark's and Clark's experienced a huge rise in sales.
Yes.
Just off the endorsements of cats like the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, I remember one cover, Ghostface was dying the Clark's.
Yeah, that's what I said.
On the cover.
My navy blue joints.
Right. So so this is, and I don't know anything about Clark's giving him any compensation for that.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
Free pub for Clark's.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican, the reggae scene is heavy on Clark's too. But these are just some early examples of what hip hop did for the shoe game.
Mm-hmm.
Just these mentions.
Right.
Fila, Adidas, Troop, British Knights, Clark's.
Mm-hmm. Nice runs.
Yeah, they benefited greatly.
Yes.
From these cosigns. Later on, we already had our episode about cars. We talked about the car brands, and we'll touch on that a little bit because I know the auto industry experienced a jump in sales just from the cosigns in hip hop.
Right.
But it was bigger than just cars. Let's take Tommy Hilfiger, for example. If you grew up, let's say you're old enough to remember hip hop in its infancy, then you remember when Calvin Klein was a thing. I remember when Run DMC said, Calvin Klein's no friend of mine. I don't want nobody's name on my behind.
Right.
I didn't see another pair of Calvin Kleins. on anybody.
Right. Right.
Lee's on my leg, sneakers on my feet, Jay by my side. I mean, D by my side, Jay's on the beat. He told you right then that Lee's. Now, anybody fairly recently born in the past 30 years doesn't even remember Lee jeans being a thing.
Right. Right.
But there was a time when rappers name dropped Lee's all the time.
Oh, hell yeah. They were more popular than Levi's.
They were more popular than Levi's in the hip-hop community.
Yes, sir.
Because Lee had these things that were called colored Lee's. Like, Lee's and Levi's made denim jeans.
Right.
But Lee's had pants that were cut like jeans, but they weren't made out of the typical denim material. They were colored. And they were technically colored denim, but didn't quite feel like your average pair of jeans either. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they were colored Lees. They came in every color of the rainbow. So any outfit or pair of sneakers you had, you could go get a pair of Lees, put a nice crease in them, and a polo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And rock that joint, and you fly for the night.
Right.
People don't even remember Lees now because rappers don't talk about it.
Do they still sell them?
You can still buy Lees.
I know you can get Levi's in Walmart, so they kind of push Lee out.
You can. I mean, they're out there. I've seen them.
Okay.
But like I said, they're
Yeah.
like now they're the equivalent of Wranglers. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, Wrangler's still around though.
Wrangler's still around.
Bull riding,
but Wrangler never had a hip hop run.
Oh no. Hell no.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like no rapper ever talked about Wrangler, so Wrangler never became popular in the hip hop community.
Not even the rapping Duke.
Nah. He was not talking about his Wranglers.
Right.
Like we talk about my man Polo D right here, DL in the Polo all the time. But Polo, like in one of some of the early music, Lottie Dottie, he put on his Polo cologne, dog on it. I didn't even know Polo had cologne.
Not back then. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's an advertisement. He told me about an item from a high-end brand,
right, that
had cologne.
And we're not talking about Beverly Hills Polo Club. Let's be clear.
No, that's different. but that name drop, that Polo cologne.
Yes.
All of a sudden, you had to have Polo cologne.
Yeah. Right.
Just because he name dropped it. You know, Kango. How many times have you heard about? You heard the word Kango in the early days of hip hop. You heard so many people talking about their Kango.
You had to have a Kango if you were of the culture,
right? And then you find out Kango got more than one. Like it's a mad different hats,
right?
So it's not just the grouser, which is the typical wool.
Oh shit, that's
bucket
what you call
joint. It's called a Kango grouser, the wool grouser.
I thought that was just a Kango.
And then you had the cap, which like Ghostface wears the cap a lot. Slick Rick.
I thought those was custom.
You see what I'm saying? LL wore you had the wool joint, but then they had a thinner joint that was a little bit more lightweight. You kind of balled it up. That's what they had mad. That's LL. Yeah, right. LL was on that joint.
I'm bad.
I mean, you know how much money Kango made off of hip hop?
Right. And still probably make it off the older heads.
Right, the old heads, like, you can date a man by looking at what style he's sticking with.
Yes.
If he's still sticking with a Jerry curl, he's old.
Absolutely.
If he's still sticking with big baggy clothes and everybody went skinny, he
just
probably
got out of prison.
About 55, 60. don't want to change. Yeah. You know what I mean? So hip hop has been giving free advertisement to brands forever.
Right.
And eventually liquor crept into the game. Hypnotic.
I used to be in love with this bitch named E&J. Don't fuck with her no more. Now I fuck with Tango Ray.
You see what I'm saying? But think about like E&J, it was going to be fine whether they mention them or not.
Right.
But let's take something like Hypnotic, for example. You remember how popular Hypnotic got?
Yes.
Nobody
How?
drinks. When was the last time you seen somebody drink or order or mention Hypnotic?
I buy it from time to time.
Yeah, but that's because you old now,
Yeah.
and you refuse to change.
And
You
look,
gotta
when
get up on this new.
It has not left the liquor store.
Yeah, right.
It's got a whole section, so somebody buying it.
It's still there. It's still
Yeah.
there. But rappers aren't talking about it anymore. But would any person that drinks Hypnotic would you have ever walked into a liquor store and bought that bottle were it not for all those references?
Right. Purred. Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Red Bull. I'm drinking rum and
Right.
Red Bull. It's a whole song about it.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
Mention the brand by name.
Yes.
And reggae isn't just for the hood or for Jamaica or for America. People all over the world listen to reggae.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that helped them out?
Right.
You don't think Red Bull is sitting back like, why is everybody buying Red Bull?
Right.
Cigars. Let's talk about cigars.
Man, I wish I had invested in cigars back in the day.
We have been through, these are the cigar brands that we have watched hip hop take from sitting there going stale on the shelf with dust to you
Yes.
gotta buy them before they sell out.
Right.
Started with Philly Blunts,
Got to start there.
Swisher Sweets,
Tampa Bay Nuggets.
Dutch Masters. You know,
Tampa Bay. You gotta say Tampa Bay.
I ain't never heard nobody mention a Tampa Nugget in a song, but
So
I've
why
seen
were they
people
so popular?
because when we're in cigars sometimes can be regional, and where we were, Tampa Nuggets were always in the store.
And you could
And
never
if you look
close
at
it.
old heads back in the day,
'Cause-
like a lot of old heads just smoked Tampa Nuggets. That was the cigar. They didn't go buy Phillies.
Right. It
Or
had a
Dutch
tip on
Masters.
it.
They bought Tampa Nuggets.
They had a tip on there, right?
You can get a Tampa with a tip, but I don't
Okay.
think the Nugget had a tip.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And
Out the Mo's.
White House. Right. See, we knew Tampa.
I got my.
We knew Tampa
White
because that's
House.
what was always in the store. When rappers start talking about this other stuff, we start paying attention. It's like, oh, okay, there goes Optimos,
Right.
and White House, and Dutch Masters, and Phillies. And every year or so, the preferred rolling tool
Right.
change
Right.
based on what rappers are talking about at the time. You know how much money the cigar industry made
Absolutely.
off this free advertisement?
Right.
Because people always smoke.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? They always smoke trees.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to be told which cigar to buy.
Right.
They tell you which one burns slow.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you which one, like, you know.
How to roll a blunt. How to
Right,
roll a blunt.
right. All this, like, you know, we have been trained
Yeah.
by the music and told what to purchase
Right.
for every aspect of life.
And I think it's so crazy because of the buying power of the American black person.
Yeah, we spend a lot of money.
It's like a third world country. Like we
know?
are truly the definition of Americans because just as fast as we make it, we spend it. And that's what keep capitalism going is the buying and selling of goods.
What about rims?
Man, what the
Brands. Like, let's talk about brands. Okay.
BBS.
Got the BBS. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, BBS is a popular rim anyway amongst car enthusiasts. But when you mention it in a hip hop song, all of a sudden, you know, late 80s, 90s, early 90s, you know, you got cars, like you see BBS rims everywhere. Why? Because a rapper told you to get those rims.
Right.
As dope as the Craigar 5 stars were, I never heard a rapper talk about them. You only see them on hot rods.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No 5 stars is dope.
But you know, rappers that wasn't a rapper rim.
Right. Right. Spinners.
Right, we riding spinners, so spinning rims are popular, even more
crazy.
popular than they were.
Yeah.
You know, of course, is it art imitating life or life imitating art? We don't know. But once a rapper says this brand, people gravitate toward.
Right.
And so far we've helped people sell rims, shoes, cigars, liquor, pants.
Right.
Let's get on to the shirts.
Oh God.
The rugby.
Yeah.
The polo rugby was popular. And polo had pretty much cornered the market on that type of gear. And
it had always been around, and just because
polo is always around. And hip hop is not the first genre to mention clothing labels. I can think of He's the Greatest Dancer, Sister Sledge. Wow, he's the greatest dancer. And she went through a run. She was like Halston, Gucci, Gila Rucci.
Right.
She just that let you know that in the disco era, you step out in some Halston, some Gucci, some Gila Rucci, or as we used to call it, Gala Roach. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But these were popular brands. So it's not like hip hop invented this name dropping brands, but you're introducing an audience who wasn't paying attention. Like outside of New York, like hip hop was telling you what's happening in New York on the scene. Now the rest of the country's on it. So we did that. We helped hats. We helped Kango sell hats, and we did a whole show about cars. Like, you know how many Suzuki Samurais we helped sell?
Right.
You know how many Bubble X coupes?
Yeah, man.
We helped sell.
Yes, sir. I got one for you.
What's that?
You take the good, you take the bad. I would give credit to hip hop in helping popularize certain drugs.
Oh yeah, we sold drugs. Like like there's the whole lean, for example. Okay, let's start with the chronic.
Right.
Marijuana has always been marijuana. But when you got to a point that everybody was smoking it, that was around the time that Cypress Hill made it extra cool.
Yes, sir.
And then Dr. Dre, who, like, when we talk about rebranding, Dr. Dre didn't come in the game talking about how much he smoked weed.
No. Right.
And he didn't come in the game talking about how much of a gangster he was.
Nope.
Dr. Dre rebranded to fit the times.
Right.
Cypress Hill helped popularize marijuana usage in the hip hop community. It's not like it wasn't always there, but rappers just didn't rap about it. You know, like that.
Absolutely.
You know, every now and then you hear songs like, yeah, so I hit the cheaper and move on.
Right.
But no, Cypress is like, yo, this is a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Our lifestyle revolves around the marijuana. And in turn, marijuana on the streets experienced a sales growth. So we help sell weed.
Yes.
Then, we already talked about, we already talked about the drinks. But yeah, ecstasy, we help sell ecstasy when they start talking about X.
When Big said it says the X make the sex spectacular.
Right. So then all of a sudden,
because
and at that point, X was a drug for raves.
Yeah.
And the hip hop community didn't hang out at raves.
It was a designer drug.
It was a designer drug.
Right.
And it infiltrated the hip hop community via these lyrics.
Right.
And now all of a sudden, it's not like nobody was taking it, but what I'm saying is it turned into a thing that you saw pretty regularly.
Right.
Same thing with lean. Something that people were doing in Texas.
Yes.
Turned into a nationwide thing.
Right.
And right now you have artists that I don't think what people don't understand is that lean is basically
heroin,
a drinkable opioid. So you know what they're not telling you why you selling lean in the lyric. What you're not saying is, I'm creating heroin addicts.
Yes.
And there's been a lot of rappers right now, popular rappers like who have had to take a step back, stop doing it so much,
right? Because
when you repackage something like a opioid, or heroin or something into lean or you know your Percocets, you rap about it without really using the old buzzwords that let you know how evil it was.
Right.
then it takes on new life. And you got a lot of rappers trying to get off the lean.
Well,
and they go through the same withdrawal as heroin addicts.
Absolutely, because they say if you can't get that, you're gonna go to heroin. But like an artist like Future, he doesn't mess around with lean like he say he do.
Right.
But every other lyric,
50 Cent didn't really smoke trees like that.
Or drink.
But he's advertising.
Liquor.
He's giving free advertisement.
Well,
it's something you don't even do.
Giving free. Because he promoting his brands.
Well, I'm talking about when he had that song, I stay high all the time. Right. That's a lie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if you're a follower and you listen and you love him, then you might think that that's what he does, so I'm going to do it too.
Yeah.
And now he done sold you something that he don't even mess with.
Yeah. And
that's the power of the word.
I'm glad you said that, because anybody who know a real street dude like 50 Cent know he probably don't do drugs.
Right.
Because most of them quote unquote real street dudes, they don't do drugs because the motherfucker already crazy. That drug will balance him out.
Well, also like those are the kind of drugs that if you do regularly, you're not gonna reach these levels of success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna become a 50 Cent if you abusing drugs. You're not gonna get to where Future is doing what he talks about doing every day. You're not gonna become Future.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna become Kodak Black.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And there's
big,
and he is pretty big, but he ain't where Future is.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we talking about all of this, and I gotta say it is Jay-Z. And the reason why I say Jay-Z, because everything that we have talked about so far, he has touched on. And not only has he touched on it, but like he took the black brand of Rockaware, and turned it into a $100 million company. And, you know, that was unheard of for a black entrepreneur, and especially something as disposable as clothes.
Who do we credit for that? Is it Puffy? I think Puffy may get the credit. Like, I mean, because we've been giving free advertisement to all these other brands.
Right.
Puffy gave you the blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
That, hey, man, why are we buying Polo?
Right.
I can make some stuff that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean John, I think the quality and the looks rivaled everything. Tommy, Polo. Yeah. It looked just as good, felt just as good. The quality was there.
Have you seen anybody since Sean John? And we ain't talking about the Sean John you can go to Birdtown or somewhere and buy. Because, of course, they had a consumable version. But it was just like Polo. You got Polo, then you got Ralph Lauren Polo, then you got, what is it, Purple Label or something? That luxury brand of Polo. Right. Sean John had the same things.
Ain't it funny how the alligator disappeared? Remember before all of this,
Lacoste.
Before all of this, see, Izod and Lacoste used to be one brand,
man,
and they split. And Lacoste kept the alligator, and Izod is its own brand now. They don't have the alligator anymore.
They don't have the alligator anymore,
right? But you can still buy Izod.
I'm showing tigers. I mean, alligator, and you want to see the inside? I see you later. I remember that, bro. I remember my cousin had a bag of them alligators to put on.
Right. Alligator was that thing. But then it got replaced by the Polo.
Yeah.
Because what we refer to as a Polo used to be an alligator.
Yeah.
Used to be the plain old alligator shirt. You got the alligator shirt.
Right.
No, now it's a Polo shirt. And they call it a Polo style shirt, but but that always had an alligator on it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure Polo might have had it, but who could afford that back in the day? You saw the alligator everywhere, and the alligator was more affordable.
Yes.
It was, you know, it was the go-between.
And Chaps. I forgot about Chaps, because that was a brand of Polo, too.
Chaps was out there, and the thing about Chaps, I don't remember anybody rapping about Chaps. Do you?
Nope, but it was out there.
It was always there.
Yeah.
And you fast forward to today, you got brands like Balenciaga experiencing the same success,
right,
at 10 times the cost of any of this other stuff.
Absolutely.
You know,
10, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, short of hitting the lottery, I know I'm not ever gonna have a pair of Balenciaga shoes.
Yeah, I can't see it because I can't see it.
No, I'm the you know,
Nah.
like I haven't seen any shoes in that brand for less than $600.
Nah. Shit, where was they at for $6?
It was like I was in Vegas and I went to Balenciaga store. They had I forget which one it was. Like they had the jogging shoe and they had that basketball. The ones that look like socks.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember which. But shoot, the $600 ones might have been the kids. I don't know.
Right.
But I do remember seeing something that cost $6 something.
Yeah.
In there.
Right.
But you know everything else was $1,200-$1,300.
Yeah.
For a pair of shoes.
I can't believe
For a
it.
pair of basketball shoes that you ain't gonna ball in, and a pair of jogging shoes you ain't gonna run in.
Yeah, it's a big market for them though. Just like the resale market on those retros. And I think I was in DC and I tried on a pair, and damn, it's like these joints hot. Retro J's, number 9s. So I said I'm gonna take these. I need my size, and so you gotta go to the register, and he rang them up. It was like 1671. 1671. I'm only getting one pair.
Right. No, thank you, man.
What?
And we talked about the impact LL had on Jordans. Like Michael Jordan's a great basketball player,
right? But
the first pair of Air Jordans was a useless basketball shoe.
The ones.
Yeah. I tried playing ball in them. They just not. They're not a good basketball shoe. But LL had them ugly shoes on his first album cover on the back.
Right.
Prominently displayed.
He got a check for that.
Did he?
Yeah. Nike was throwing out checks to everybody back then to build a brand. That was their whole thing.
I did not know he got a check for that.
Anybody you saw popular or a celebrity or somebody who had Nikes on, because you got to think about Nike had to overcome Adidas and Reebok, who are already staples in athletics. And then here we go with this athletic Nike. I'm talking about athletic stylish shoe that we trying to sell to athletes. That, like you said, the Jordan 1s are not comfortable. Yeah, we know that. We not really trying to sell them for you to play basketball in. We want you.
We need you to just buy them. Period.
Yeah, because they're stylish. You know,
Right.
I think Nike and what's his name, Phil Knight. That was one thing that he prided himself on, was not so much as the athletic side. Sure, that's how they got into the door, but that because the Nike Cortez is the first athletic Nike that popped off, and everything after that was more about style. But we're still in this athletic realm. Because you think about those old Reeboks and Adidas and stuff, man. Those shoes, like you could ball in those shoes. You could be an athlete.
They were basketball. Yeah. Like, the shell toe is a basketball shoe.
Absolutely.
Suede Pumas is a basketball
shoe.
And actually, it was
might be a track
remember
shoe.
Clyde Frazier? Nah.
Oh.
You remember as a basketball player, Clyde Frazier used to play for the Knicks. That was his signature shoe. The Suede Puma are also known as the Clydes.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? And they had high tops and everything. And it was just the suede is just a suede version of the leather high top Puma basketball shoe. Okay. The Clyde Frazier's.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like how many times you seen somebody play any sport in the Air Max?
I think I seen people jog in them back in the day.
I know, yeah.
It's a running shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, look at Beat Street. And that scene when they're in the club, New York City Breakers versus Rocksteady Crew. Everybody in both crews had on Pumas.
Right.
Sometimes even Puma sweatsuits.
Yeah. Puma sweatsuit, yeah, that's a given.
And the sneakers.
Right.
You know what kind of advertisement that was for Puma?
Hell yeah. Still to this day.
And it wasn't like they said, "Hey, y'all making a movie? Can everybody wear Puma?" No, they were wearing that anyway.
It It was synonymous with hip hop.
It was just synonymous with hip hop.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The suede Puma is a classic hip hop shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And it really took off after B Street. You got to see it in person, what it's supposed to look like. When you saw Run DMC, the Adidas sweatsuits with a full Adidas sweatsuit mean the same thing. If Run DMC didn't have one on the front of their first album cover, I know I got an Adidas sweatsuit right now.
Right now.
Why? Because I saw Run DMC in it in 1984,
and that was hip hop.
and I've always had an Adidas sweatsuit somewhere in my closet. Right now, I got 5 of them in my closet. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
Right. Yeah. It's
And
hip-hop.
they sold that to me.
Yes. Right.
You know, I got 3 Kangos at the house.
Oh, I knew you had those.
You know what I'm saying?
Without you even wearing them, I knew you had.
You see what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
How about this? We even sold eyewear.
Absolutely.
Think about it.
Yeah.
And it started with those Casals.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about them so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it moved on. I'm trying to remember the name of those shoes and cats in Detroit. I mean, the glasses the cats in Detroit used to wear. Probably when you think Stunner Shades, there was a brand, and I cannot remember what it was, but like they would kill you in Detroit for some of those glasses. I'm trying to remember. I'm not even going to do y'all a disservice. It's 2024. I'll figure this out real fast.
Google University. I'm trying to remember.
I'm trying to remember the name of those glasses. Oh, man. Is the Cartiers? Cartier.
Oh, the Cartiers. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Like Cartier glasses in Detroit, but that spread everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like we have helped so many companies. So when Puff came out with Sean John and then followed by Rockefeller, Wu Wear, you know,
Everybody wear that, man.
And it started with cross colors. You know, cross colors was successful.
Anybody wear Wu Wear. You ain't gonna throw that in there, man.
Every now and then, you know, I think there was a little bit of Wu Wear. You know, but they
was very rural.
They didn't have the distribution they needed. but you know, there was so many brands. Even Master P. You know, Cross Colors was one company. The dude that made FUBU came from Cross Colors, didn't he?
Right. Oh, Damien.
Carl Kanai.
Oh, Carl Kanai. No.
Hold up.
No. Oh, did Carl Kanai have
Carl
something to do with
Kanai
Cross?
came from Cross Colors. That's what it was. He used to be part of that company, I think. And then he branched off and made his own.
Right. Just his signature. That was
Carl
dope.
Kanai.
That was dope.
Carl Kanai, you know, he was early in the game, probably before Puffy.
He definitely was.
But those were the first attempts at making brands directly marketed to the hip hop community.
A black owned brand.
Right.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Maurice Malone?
I remember seeing his name on some clothes.
Yeah. He was out of Detroit.
Yeah.
It wasn't too many black owned brands that made it to any kind of success.
Right. Shout out to Willie Ware. Back in the 70s, there was a designer, Willie Smith, I think was his name. His sister is Tukey Smith. I think that's her last name. She was married to Robert De Niro.
The white guy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. And
she played on, I think after Sandra left A Different World, she was the vixen. That was her name, Tukey.
What was her name on Different World?
I don't know what her name was on. I think, not A Different World, but 227.
227.
She was the second lady like Sandra. You remember how sexy Sandra was?
Right.
You know she was from West Salem, right?
Yes. I can't remember 227 after, what was her name?
That's her
Jackie
there.
left.
Remember her?
I remember her face.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that is Willie Smith's sister.
Never heard of him, but shout out to him.
Yep. And he had a successful clothing company back in the 70s.
Okay.
It's called Willie Wear.
Oh, wow.
It's like jeans and stuff. He's one of the first black designers that, was really making waves out here. So, so it wasn't like Carl Canal was the first.
Right.
They can all look back and think Willie Wear.
Well, another first, Dapper Dan.
Oh man, that's Dapper Dan. That's okay. More brands. Dapper Dan would take the cloth, print it with the logos, and create original clothing, but it would be covered in Gucci or Louis Vuitton emblems.
Yep.
And
that was some
this is unheard of at the time. But what's beautiful about it is he also helped these people sell their own clothes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you go to Dapper Dan, you get an outfit. Gucci doesn't have anything like this.
Right.
Louis Vuitton doesn't make this.
He was the first Virgil.
But they knew to let him do his thing because when you see somebody walk out with an entire Louis Vuitton suit on, then it's like, oh man, I can't get that. But you mess around and be in a department store and you see Louis Vuitton, now you're familiar with the brand.
He said
and you want it.
So I went to see him speak a couple of years ago, and he was talking about how his idea came because of how much. First of all, his shop is in Harlem. And he was just talking about how he wanted to make people look like luggage. So his first pieces or whatever had people walking around with this bulky ass Louis Vuitton or whatever it was, the material that they bought from him. And that grew the attention of the big brands. So he's been making money with the brands under the radar for a long time, customizing stuff. But now he's officially associated with the brand. And he's still doing this thing. But he talked about how the business picked up so much that his shop turned into a 24/7, 7 days a week business because he never knew who was going to come through.
He's the tailor.
Yeah, and a lot of people credit Mike Tyson for popularizing Dapper Dan because he was the biggest at the time who was rocking Dapper Dan stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like, I for me, I remember Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
Showing up with those jackets. Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah, because on their first album, they got Dapper Dan on, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like these one-offs. Like, where they get this? You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So they all
helped.
They all helped.
Yeah. But if you think about
I think Mike Tyson, he punched Mitch Green in the eye and Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan's spot. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Tyson, like, not to take nothing away from like Salt and Pepper and them, because Mike Tyson is not, quote unquote, he's not an artist. But Mike Tyson was the first crossover. You know what I'm saying? Like the hood going over to, the other side of America. Mike Tyson, that's how big he was.
Show you what it looked like.
Yeah, So.
Yeah, we couldn't. Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Dapper Dan. But Dapper Dan, like I don't think Louis Vuitton would have been a thing the same way without Dapper Dan making clothes with the print on it.
Right. Yeah. And then you got Kanye, who came out talking about how they monopolize the industry on getting these materials to make their stuff. And he was like, it's almost shut out for anybody who doesn't, I guess fit into that category of what they quote unquote.
Yeah, you can't be Dapper Dan today. You're not going to get your hands on that.
Yeah, you can't even get the material anymore. Shit, Glenart in Tarboro used to make polo. Like most people don't even know that. When you go in Glenart and walk all the way to the back, they had I guess it was a throw rug or something that was probably, I know it was bigger than this wall right here, polo. And I was like, what the hell? And then so I had to find out what was going on. You know? And come to
they
find
used to
out
make
the
Jabot
fabric.
jeans in Greensboro. You remember Jabot?
Yes,
They had a little run
the
too.
straps.
They had a little run.
You can still catch some of the younger cats in Jabots right now.
Word.
Yeah, you got to look and know what you're looking at.
Red Monkey jeans.
What?
We sold a bunch of those.
Shout out, what's your little boy name? Rocky Mount, man. Just something. I got my Red Monkey jeans. He got a deal out there, joint.
Oh, that dude that made the Red Monkey jeans song from Rocky Mountain.
Well, he got a deal.
Look at what we did for Bathing Apes.
And they still around.
Right. They're hanging on by a thread. You know, Nike's gonna stop them eventually.
Because they in court now. But did you notice that DJ Wicked had on them Bathing Apes?
I saw that. Those are dope.
Yes.
Those are dope. And I man, shoot. Yeah, Bathing Ape, man. I think Soulja Boy, they got to thank Soulja Boy.
Hell yeah.
I got me some Bathing Ape.
Right.
Like, what is that? Like, we put so many brands on the map, man.
Yes, sir.
So many brands. Like, let's talk about even inside of the DJing equipment. Mm-hmm. Like, Techniques are great turntables.
SPs.
The 1200, but the SP 1200 is the beat machine. But that's another thing.
Yeah.
Hip hop sold.
Right.
They made the SP the go-to sampler.
Mm-hmm.
Then later, people start talking about the MPC. That's that Kai. And
See, I don't know
but
none of
what
those
they
other
talk
names.
About, you know about the SP.
That's it. Yeah.
You never heard anybody say about the MPC? Well, MPC.
Never heard it.
All right. Well, how about this? The DMX. Like, DMX, okay, we're not talking about that DMX. There was a drum machine called a DMX.
Mm-hmm.
And Cat's name dropped that a lot back in the day.
Okay.
The DMX drum machine. That's it right there. So we're gonna talk to Davey D one day. He used to be called Davey DMX.
Oh, that's what he used.
Maybe. I'm assuming that's what he used. But you know, that turned into part of his nickname.
Okay.
Davey DMX.
Okay.
And that's the DMX drum machine.
Shit.
But we hear about, like, you know, how do you know what to buy to produce this music?
Right.
Because the guy's talking about it.
Yeah.
Put it in the SP. We drop it on DMX. The 808. You ever heard about it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the 808.
Yeah.
That's another drum machine.
Right. Yeah, I heard of that one. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're selling musical equipment.
Mm-hmm. Shit, we selling software.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people say and Ninth Wonder introduced them to Fruity Loops.
I would argue that Ninth Wonder helped push the sales of Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Because he showed you what could be done with it.
Yes.
Because at first it felt like maybe this is something to toy around with.
Right.
But nah, this dude's making hits with it.
Mm-hmm.
And he did the same thing that happened to the MPC and the SP and the DMX and the 808.
Right.
Ninth Wonder, Fruity Loops.
Mm-hmm.
Take that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we constantly selling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Yeah.
You know, how the SUVs get so popular?
Right.
Well, we referred to all SUVs as Jeeps back in the day.
Right.
And how many, like, in hip-hop, we always referred to Jeeps. And they weren't Jeep, the brand Jeeps. This is an SUV, a tough-looking SUV.
Yep.
They look like a pickup truck. It was covered.
Yeah.
That's a Jeep.
Yeah.
In the hip-hop community.
Yeah.
And they got popular. And now, I'm not going to say that hip-hop is solely responsible for everybody driving SUVs, but
look
around.
Right.
You know, who told you they were cool?
Mm-hmm.
Backseat of my Jeep.
Right.
Booming in my Jeep.
Jeep, something I can run.
Right. And you remind me of my Jeep.
Yeah.
Right. This is the music telling you that this is the kind of vehicle.
Right.
That if you're cool on the street, the same way they tell you now that Hellcats, SRTs, you hear over and over, I'm driving in my Demon.
Right.
You know, these are all Dodges. Dodges hanging on by a thread.
And they
because we're buying Chargers.
Yeah, they stopping this year.
They would be bankrupt.
But they stopping this year.
Yeah, but they just stopping that over the
model.
top. But they're going electric with it. They got a twin turbo V6 coming, and
Yeah.
But yeah, the Hellcat era is over this year.
Yeah.
But here goes the thing: as that's ending, GM's coming out with an 800 horsepower Tahoe now.
Sheesh.
So what do you think everybody gonna be driving on the street?
Sheesh.
If you take a Trackhawk Jeep, you'll take the 800 horsepower Tahoe.
I just thought about this. So a couple weeks ago, I heard that Tesla's laying off all these people because sales have slowed.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing. Rappers are not talking about electric cars.
That's what I was gonna say. That's
all.
And that's why.
Yep.
That's why they going down.
Yep, that is. That's exactly why. But you know something?
Yeah.
I just saw. Now I'm gonna roll the dice here. I just saw Jay-Z signing autographs.
That Tesla truck.
And he hopped in a Tesla truck and drove away.
Yeah.
Watch the Tesla truck.
Oh, I see at least 5 a day now, man. I see because if I ain't mistaken.
And you're talking about an absolutely 100% impractical vehicle.
Man, that ugly ass.
It's stainless steel. Now, first of all, if you buy a Tesla truck, they tell you can't even wash it in direct sunlight.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you buy one now?
They don't want you to drive. They don't want you to drive through a puddle in that joker.
Right. They were. You had to pre-order it.
Well, all I know is they're available now.
Okay.
You can buy one, but for what possible reason would you want? Like I said, it's absolutely impractical.
I thought it was like,
and they're gonna sell some.
35,000.
They're gonna sell some.
When they were on pre-sale, the big one.
Nah, it's like 65, 70.
No, now they probably out, but I'm talking about before they.
Nah, the pre-sales were like 65,
oh shit!
70.
I thought it was
that was
cheaper than
the
that.
model. It was one of those other models was like 35, 40.
Okay. All right, because I see them a lot now. I'm like, damn, man, that
Yeah.
big ass ugly taint looking.
Yep, and hip hop has not quite gotten on the electric car train yet.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna ever.
But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Like Jay-Z already took the first step. He hopped out in the Tesla truck. They're getting ready to switch this this charger. The fastest charger is about to be an electric charger now.
Oh wow!
No reason to put 800 horsepower or 1,000 horsepower in, and you still can't beat a Tesla Plaid. And they ain't made a Hellcat yet.
I'm telling you,
that can outrun a Tesla Plaid.
You talking about the one with the two batteries, two motors or whatever?
Yeah, it's the fastest Tesla.
Yeah,
will outdog a Hellcat on any day.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Dodge is like, that probably has something to do with their decision to electrify the Charger lineup because they threw 1,000 horsepower into the Chargers and the Challengers, and you cannot outrun a Tesla Plaid.
I mean, you can't outrun electricity anyway.
So I think it's just a matter of time. Is all it takes is the right rapper to push
it on board.
Everybody will be talking about, man, you still driving gas.
Right.
Watch how quick things change if rappers get on electric cars. We sold everything else.
Yeah, sold everything, man.
Is there anything that we're forgetting that we have sold through this music?
I can't. Even drinks.
I'm gonna say that Dr. Dre being involved with beats help sell beats.
Of course. The reason why he's a billionaire now.
So those expensive headphones, that's straight hip hop.
Right.
We sold you some $200 headphones.
The Ring camera.
Now I haven't heard anybody talking about the Ring cameras.
I bet when the public found out that Nas invested in Ring early on and cashed out, their sales went through the fucking roof.
Oh, I didn't know Nas had anything to do with Ring.
He got
I know 50 was on that vitamin water though.
Oh yeah, man, that was a hustle.
Hey,
and so did the Pepsi. Yeah.
Or Coca-Cola bought it for millions.
Right.
But have a baby by me, baby.
Be a millionaire. Added a damn food.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Supreme.
Yeah.
The label Supreme.
Right.
We seen that in mad videos. I seen Sexy Red recently in I think it's PSD label.
I ain't familiar.
Well, I know my son got a pair of PSD drawers. I think it's PSD, but I saw Sexy Red in the whole outfit. I was like, they're going to take off. And I'm sure they're already somewhat popular, but everybody's wearing the Ethica drawers. Sexy Red dropped the PSDs. Now their sales are gonna go up.
You speaking foreign to me. I wear Goodfellas from Target.
I thought I was Goodfellas.
I thought I was bougie.
Let me make sure I'm right on my brand. PSD.
PSD. Target got quality.
It's PSD.
Target got quality stuff, man.
Hey, another brand, Machino, is in Target. Is in Target now.
Ben, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah.
But you know what? That's another label.
Yes.
That Biggie.
Yep.
Biggie helps sell you Machino.
Mm-hmm. And DKNY.
Right. And then think about when your girl from The Sopranos had made those Fifth Mart jeans. And then Jay-Z is like, Fifth Mart jeans, take that off. And you don't know if he was just saying, take them off so you can get into bed with me.
Yeah.
But I think that signified the end of Fifth Mart's run.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And just as fast as we can sell you something, we can stop your sales.
Kanye said, Louis Vuitton won't have a meeting with me, and they don't understand the power that I have. Nobody in Atlanta buy Louis Vuitton until I say, go back to Louis Vuitton. Sales drop 30%.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the power. We had the power not only to sell this stuff, but we can stop your sales.
Stop it.
On a moment's notice. Like, Kwame made polka dots cool for a hot second.
Until Biggie
and then Biggie's like, you played out like Kwame and the polka dots. I ain't seen a polka dot nothing since. I hadn't even seen a polka dot print.
I'm telling you.
And like, think about it. Polka dot was a staple. Like, it was just like you had plaid, you had polka dots, you had stripes.
Yeah.
Polka dots are gone.
Right.
Still. I ain't seen a polka dot since the mid-90s.
Telling you.
That's the power we have.
Like Paisleys.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Paisley got high for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Whole summer.
Now Prince rep Paisley pretty hard though. His whole label was called Paisley Park. You know what I mean? So he was Mr. Paisley. But even like, you know, and outside of the brands, before we go, like we even do colors like that. You know, we make pink hot, made khaki. You know, when the West Coast came in, khakis became a thing because what they rocked on the West Coast. You avoid beef by just wearing the khakis instead of going blue or red. You know, you keep it neutral. And neutral colors, they took over everything.
But you said pink.
And Cameron brought the pink in.
Man,
when he started wearing the pink, it became okay. But up until that point, nobody was rocking pink. I was like, no. Could a rapper make a feminine color like pink cool? Yes. He absolutely did.
Yeah, he did it.
You know what I'm saying?
It seems it's talking about that. We gotta give shouts to Dipset. Had the whole world running around with skinny clothes and girl clothes on guys and stuff.
I thought I was gonna give credit to Lil Wayne for that.
Oh wow,
for helping to get us and see that look is just what all the white dudes look like.
Yeah,
in the late '80s. It wasn't like it was a hip hop. You know, like hip hop started that look.
Nah.
That look was borrowed directly from that skateboard punk rock crowd.
Absolutely.
Like, they've always worn skinny clothes. You know, you can look at them way back in the late '70s and just look at the crowd at a Clash concert, and you'll be like, "Oh, okay."
Right.
But you know, spike belts. You know, they were the ones that had the spike belts.
Yeah, right.
And we started wearing the spike bracelets and stuff like that. It's edgy and punk.
You didn't see too many walking around with that shit around their neck though.
But the spike,
the spike necklace.
Only they say that for the movie Breaking.
Yeah.
Think about it, and we talked about the eyewear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I cannot get out of here without talking about West Coast and them lokes.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Chucks.
Like, man, Chuck Taylors. Oh my goodness, the West Coast helped really push the Chucks.
Right. And it's crazy
when
that
we're on the East Coast and wearing the shell toes and the suede Pumas, you go to the West Coast, it's the Nike Cortez and the Chuck Taylors. And it's like, oh.
And they could really ball in Chuck Taylors.
Well, Chuck Taylor's the original basketball shoe.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like, you know, like there weren't any other gym shoes available.
Other than Chucks.
You know, you just get the Converse.
Right.
Converse All-Star.
Mm-hmm. And now Nike
Chuck
owned
Taylor.
them.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But the original basketball shoe was Chuck Taylor. When kids went to PE, like kids used to dress, they used to wear, I guess what you would call church shoes, but they were just regular shoes. School.
Right.
When it came time for gym class, they put on a pair of
Chucks.
Chucks.
Or some lookalikes.
On something that looked like that, right?
Yeah.
We used to refer to them as fish heads.
I hated them damn shoes, man.
You talking about the off-brand Chucks?
Any of them. Yeah, I hated all of them.
Yeah, Chucks. They were. Yeah. You know, I give them this. They were more comfortable than Air Jordans.
Yeah, that's what I was
that
going to say.
J.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah, listen, hip hop community, understand the power in your words, and you know, I really think it's probably about time that we stop shouting brands out for free and expecting something on the back end.
Right.
You know.
Absolutely.
You have so much power that, hey, if you're not getting it from sales or getting it through concerts, if you're making videos that get 12 million views on YouTube and you can't fill a stadium and you can't go platinum,
right?
Guess what you can use your influence to do? You could take a brand from nothing to something.
Right.
And get paid for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Use your platform.
Somebody said to me that they listened to the hip-hop cars, and the one car that we didn't mention was the Bentley.
The Bentley. You're right.
God meant me to push a Bentley.
Hey, Bentley did come up because
yes, sir.
For a long time, people just only thought about Rolls Royce. And you forgot about Bentley because over here, they look almost similar. They have a similar pedigree. But Rolls Royce was the one everybody talked about.
Yeah, that's the big boy.
Yeah, but Bentley's just as big.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like BMW and Mercedes. Like, which one? And then in England, Rolls Royce, Bentley. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, use your power, sell something, but make them pay.
Right.
Make them pay. We generated billions of dollars. We have generated billions of dollars for other people. And, you know, shout out, outside of all that trouble Puffy's in, shout out to Puffy, Jay-Z, Carl Kanai, Willie Ware, all these cats, you know, that instead of selling other brands, you know, and the same thing with the vodka, Ciroc, Puffy's like, yo, I'm tired of making money for everybody else, Belvedere and all these other people, you know, like, yo, we could do this ourselves or make them pay.
Make them pay. Absolutely.
That's it right there.
And now they pay.
So how much they paying you to rock that polo?
You know, it's a preference.
Hey, well, look here, Ralph.
Yeah, there was
look here, Ralph Lauren.
Everything polo like my name, Ralph.
My man right here rock polo all the time. I got a couple of joints in my closet.
Yeah.
Now, if you want us to go public with this and make videos, you shoot us a little check, send us some clothes, and we'll make sure that every time the Capital City Podcast is on YouTube,
absolutely,
we'll be exclusively rocking polo.
Absolutely.
Head to toe.
And I'm in the extra large too.
Hey, let's get it.
Hey, let's get extra large is 10th grade.
Let's get it. And polo makes tall too.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's lanky dudes.
It has to be extra large tall. I can't just wear no regular extra large.
That's what I like about polo. Look at us.
Yeah,
endorsing polo for free.
Absolutely.
Polo, you need to pay up. It's the Capital City Podcast. I'm your host, Capital J, alongside my main man, Polo D.